Right, it gives me great pleasure to introduce week 14 of the Hastings Report with my co-host and ESFL Team of the Week, man of the hour, Leon Pettit. How's your week been, Leon?
Yeah, all good, mate. Yeah, made even better by the news that I've somehow made team of the week, but we'll get onto that.
Yeah, we'll get onto that.
I'm probably I'm as bemused as probably some other people out there, but no.
You've done it. Got a podcast in the bag, Hastings History one, which is going to be coming out in the next month or so. I think you were saying about
End of December, start of January.
yeah,
Yeah.
about Hastings football history. Can you give us a little sneak peek about it?
That's exactly what it says on the tin, mate. History of
A
Hastings
man, a
football.
few words. A
You've got
man,
to
a few words as ever.
wait for him to. Obviously, it's not down to me when it gets released. So I have to wait for when James Ellis obviously gets the time to edit it and put it out there. So keep your eyes peeled.
Come on. I mean, not even a little sneak little peek of
I know
anything.
you've got to listen to it, haven't you? I mean, I've already got a website that you can go to if you want to get a sneak peek or anything like that. So
Yeah. What's the website again, Leon?
HastingsFootballHistory.co.uk.
Very good, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I was hoping it could be something like a kind of Cristiano Ronaldo, Piers Morgan thing where you get a little 30-second clip here or there. No.
Start slagging people off. That'll get edited out, that.
Right then, so let's crack straight into the SCFL. So obviously it was FA Vars time. Bexhill, first of all, Bexhill on Saturday had Eastbourne Town coming to the Polgrove. Unfortunately, I mean, by all accounts, Eastbourne were the better side. I've seen the goal. It's from a free kick, little flick on, and quite a brave little touch from Ollie Davies. Got the goal for Eastbourne Town. 347 people were there. Real shame that Bexhill couldn't quite do it. Leon, your thoughts on that game?
Yeah, no, I think Bexhill would have seen that as a game they could have won, getting to the next round. Yeah, obviously weren't to be. Don't know if they had a few sort of still coming back from injury. I think there's one or two names on the bench that normally would have been probably one of the first names in the starting 11. So, but being by all accounts, they still played well and feel that they should have got more out of the game. But time to focus on the league, I guess.
Yeah. So also Little Common were in Vars, in the Vars Trophy, and they were playing Wallingford and Crowmarsh, and they travelled to Wallingford and Crowmarsh and stuffed them 4-1. A game that was over at half time with the perfect start from Sam Crutwell, scored in the 26th second of the game, which is always handy. Got bagged 2 goals, Jamie Bunn and Lewis Hull getting the others for the Common. Great win for Little Common there.
Yeah, off to a flying start. And that's the ideal start to go, away from home, 2 up within 10 minutes. So it makes it for you'd imagine a more comfortable afternoon. I mean, anyone who's there might have said otherwise, but I mean, the scoreline suggests it was a very good afternoon for Common. And on to the next round, a little bit more. It's obviously not a quite FA Cup money, but it's still at this level, and every little helps.
Yeah.
And they're away to Ascot. It's Ascot United, I think the team is. Don't know too much about them at the minute. Obviously, I haven't done my research yet, but another day out for them.
Yeah, well, hopefully another happy travelling. Right, so we're going to look at the fixtures. So on the 15th, so that's Tuesday, we're recording on the 14th. So we've got Uckfield Town versus Bexhill. That's Sussex Senior Cup. You think Bexhill should get a result there?
Yeah, I mean, they've not long played Uckfield. Seems like they're always playing them, but no, they've beat them twice already this season. So just based on that, you go with Bexhill. But we've said before, cup games form does go out the window sometimes, somewhat. So, but yeah, no, I'd still fancy Bexhill to win it. And are they away? But I still think Bexhill.
Yeah. So then on the Saturday, Bexhill travel to Horsham. Now Horsham don't have a great home record at all, mid-table club. So I'm going with Bexhill on this one. I think they can get a result. What do you think, Leon?
Yeah, no, same. Obviously, Horsham's form is a bit hit and miss. It's not all that great, and sort of Bexhill's results might not have gone their way, but it sounds like they're still playing well. So just keep up those performances, and I'm sure the results will soon turn around for them again, starting this Saturday, hopefully.
Well, yeah, and this Saturday coming, Little Common are facing Roffey. I mean, they're winless, Roffy, rock bottom of the league. You'd expect a comfortable afternoon there for Little Common, wouldn't you, Leon?
Yeah, yeah. You've pretty much covered everything there. Roffey having a torrid time this season. Got to feel for him a little bit, but no, yeah, comfortable common win, I think.
Yeah. All right. And moving on from that, we go to the MSFL results. Again, Battletown. Let's go straight to Battletown. Battletown, absolute stonking 8-1 win against Wellington Athletic. Glenn Carrick, first half hat-trick. Paul Weatherby, second half hat-trick. And Matthew Harding and Callum Thompson getting the goals for Battletown. Yeah, I'm just saying it takes Battletown to actually 5 points to fifth, and they're only 4 points off second place. Now, who would have thought that earlier in the season? This was when they were only league side. This was only league side in action in the MSFL because the others were playing cup games. Well, Leon, Battletown, what's to say?
Yeah, no, they're on an absolute storming run, aren't they?
Mm.
And I like how going by the stats here on the website. They might not be entirely correct, but it looks like Glenn Carrick scored a hat trick and gets taken off after half hour. He's had his contribution. Thank you very much. And his replacement gets the second half hat trick.
Wow.
So, yeah, it's been that.
Well, I mentioned the first and second half hat trick. I didn't know that he'd got. I mean, well, that's it. That you've done your stuff.
Yeah, just based on it's not always entirely correct, but it says Glenn Carrick subbed off 35 minutes, Paul Weatherby on 35 minutes. So unless the midfield service on this day was on the plate for him in that position.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, good day all round.
Yeah. Right. Well, yeah. Well done, Battletown. I mean, come on. Well done. I mean, it's incredible stuff. So the other MSFL sides were playing in Sussex Intermediate Challenge Cup action. So we go straight to a game we expected to be tough for Henfield, and it was Henfield 0, Hollington 14. Hollington didn't show any mercy. 5 from Dan Tewksbury, 2 from Charlie Cornford, a hat-trick from Danny Ellis, 2 from Paul Rogers, a goal for Zach McHenry and Dan Rogers. I mean, Hollington are just a steamroller, aren't they, this season?
I heard it was a really close game, mate.
Well, yeah, that's what Henfield did say that.
Twitter said it could have gone either way. So, yeah, it must have been, the wind must have helped Hollington. But, we sort of expected Hollington to get off to a fly and probably fly through the rounds of this cup. So, not a lot else more to add, really.
Well, just as I say, you did mention Henfield's Twitter. Obviously they put that out as a joke, but also they got a few beers in for the Hollington boys as well, which after being tonked 14-0, that's pretty good of them, But yeah, anyway, so we're moving on from that. Still in the Challenge Cup action, Suddlescombe Rangers won, St Francis Rangers won, and Suddlescombe won it on penalties. They struggled to get past them, but a win's a win for Suddlescombe.
Yeah, no, it's good result, and I'm sure I've said before I'm going to start predicting their results just by rolling the dice. I think because they're so hard to predict how they're going to do. But yeah, to get a result against St Francis, who are in the is it Summon Combination Div 2, could be a little bit of a stronger league, but so go and beat them. Yeah, well done, Suddlescombe.
Yeah, and then the final cup game, it was Westfield against Southwater. Comfortable win for Westfield. 2 second half goals, George Landace and Josh Pickering. Comfortable afternoon for Westfield by the looks of things, and obviously they're through to the next round. Any thoughts on that, Leon?
No, really got nothing more to add. Really, no, good win for Westfield. So bring on the next round for the boys who maybe made it through.
So then we're looking at the MSFL fixtures. So Cookfield are entertaining Hollington. I mean, third place Cookfield. I mean, Hollington are the champions elect now. I'll say it. They're the champions elect. I mean, could this possibly be a banana skin for Hollington, or do you think Hollington are winning again?
I really can't see Hollington slipping up here. Just going through Cookfield's results here, there's nothing in particular standing out that I couldn't, maybe pick up their defensive record or scoring records, but no, just...
So maybe get some voodoo, some white or black magic or something. Yeah.
no, I think we're all expecting a Hollington win there.
Yeah. So our next game is Battletown travel to Holland Sports. Can Holland Sports make it 3 wins on the bounce? Or is Battletown going to carry on this ridiculously good run? What do you think, Leon?
I mean, yeah, I think you'd say battle win. Like their forms, it's like win at the minute. But obviously Holland have sort of picked up their form slightly, so might make for an interesting game. Yeah. Obviously battle got to travel up there. It's a bit of a trek into Surrey for them, but no, just the way battle have looked lately, you'd expect them to come away winners there.
And then we've got Suddescombe Rangers versus Linfield. Linfield come to Oakland. They're in second place, full of goals. Could Suddescombe create an upset at all, do you think? Or is this Linfield's game?
If Suddescombe could cause an upset, the way their results are going, but just based on the table, the stats here, you'd have to say Linfield, really.
Okay, and just the last game in the MSFL for this Saturday, Westfield versus Balcombe. I mean, this is a big game for Westfield against 4th place Balcombe. I mean, Westfield, do you think they've still got promotion aspirations? I mean, they really kind of need to win this one, don't they?
Yeah, no, if they want to, like you say, if they want to finish in the promotion place, then this is sort of game they've got to be getting a result from. It's looking quite tight there, really. Sort of, second down to 6th, 7th, even really. Those teams all look quite close, like their playing records and that. But yeah, no, it's a big game for Westfield. So if they want to push on, this is a must-win game for them.
Yeah, true. Right then. So let's move on to the ESFL Prem. We have got Hawkhurst 0, Bexhill Town 3, Jay Edwards, Alefu Peterson, and Tommy Whelan with the goals for Bexhill Town. Bexhill Town are now 6 points clear at the top. Another side running away with it. Then we move on to Rockingham 2, Westfield Reserves 1. Unfortunately, Rockingham ain't got their goals up. I've checked everywhere, so apologies. This is that time of recording. But Westfield's goal was from Kieran Martin. I mean, it's a surprising result, though, really. I mean, a much-needed win for Rockingham.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Bexhill have run away with it yet. They've got Rye got 2 games in hand over them, so it might be between Bexhill and Rye for that top spot. Punnets Town are looking stronger and stronger every week. So yeah.
Well, we'll put a bit of money on it, Leon. We'll talk some money off camera. St Leonard Social 1, Robertsbridge United 2. Guy Ballard got 2 for Robertsbridge, and Anthony Atkins got 1 for St Leonard Social. I mean, it was a massive game at the wrong end of the table, and bottom club Robertsbridge get those 3 precious points. I mean, it's a big win for Robertsbridge, that was. So Sussex Intermediate Challenge Cup, we've got Rye Town 4, Punnets Town 5. I mean, that's 2 defeats in a row for Rye Town, which was unheard of earlier in the season. Punnets Town scorers Casey Ham with a hat-trick, Craig Norman, Alexander Burton. For Rye Town, Sam Hesmer with 2 and Jordan Osborne with 2. Looked like a very entertaining game, that one. Any comments? Just move on.
Initial thought was it's a surprising result, but Punnets Town have picked up some very good results as of late, and it sounds like one hell of a game to have been a spectator at. But I would have thought Rye would have wanted to have possibly make get a bit of a run in this competition, but obviously went to be. And yeah, good luck to Punnets in the next round.
Crowhurst against Waterfield was a home win. I don't think Waterfield could put a side together, so that game was given to Crowhurst. Midhurst and Easebourne Reserves 1, Bexhill AAC 2, Ben Barton and Ash Elphick, and maybe a relation to Gary, who knows, with the goals there for Bexhill. And Sidley United went through home win Petworth because, again, I think Petworth couldn't field a side. So that is the Challenge Cup result. That's ESFL Prem. Right, so ESFL Div 1, Little Common Reserves 1, Tackleway 2, Toby Shaw and Steve Benton for Tackleway. The goal for Little Common from Rise Jones. Tackleway's strong start to the season continues against struggling Common Reserves. Doing very well, Tackleway. Wadhurst United 2, Sandhurst 4, John Bilsby, Thomas McClintock, and that man who finds the net, James Found 2. So ESFL Div 2, we got Bexhill Rovers 3, Who 2, Ian Stewart Pownell with 2 goals for Bexhill and Kurt Excel. Who's goals from Connor Loke and Thomas Warren. In this game, Who had a penalty saved as well. It was a tight game, and Who took the lead from the spot as well. So well done, Bexhill Rovers goalie. Hollington United reserves 2, pass and move seconds 3. Alex Cunningham, Fraser Descali, and Jonja Wright for pass and move. Brad Mepham for Hollington United reserves with 2. Promotion rivals, one of them knocked the other one off. So now we move on to Icklesham Casuals 2, Northiam 75-2. 2 goals from Dean Hilton Hughes for Northiam, Phil Badrock and David Dooley for Icklesham. A good result there for Icklesham. Very good result against a mid-table Northiam. But I know a certain Mr. Pettit was playing in this match. Please fill us in.
Yeah, another game, 90 minutes. I lasted unscathed this time. So, yeah, raking up the minutes back from my injury. It was really good game to be a part of. Sort of looking back, I think a draw was probably a fair result, even though I was sort of after the game pretty pissed off that we didn't get the 3 points really, because Northiam went down to they had 2 sin bins around half time, sort of 5 minutes either side, and I've sort of peed off that we never really killed the game during that time. I think Northiam just seemed to capitulate really, just got on the refs back and just wouldn't shut up basically. And obviously I had 2 men off the fields, but then second half they made a couple of changes, and yeah, they've probably had the upper hand of the second half. They hit the crossbar. Our keeper made a few good saves, but in the first half, well, I think throughout the game, like their keeper pulled off some blinding saves as well. So it was maybe 2 keepers could make an argument for being men of the match. Going by their Northiam's report, they were quite they felt like it was 2 points dropped. So it's, yeah, I think based on that, I was miffed there, a bit miffed. Draw, fair result.
Draw, fair. So, well, obviously, and this performance has been noticed because you've been brought into the team of the week, Leon. First full 90 minutes back, and you're in the team of the week. I mean, what have you got to say about that, Leon?
Well, I don't know what fucking game they were watching. I definitely weren't playing centre midfield.
No, I heard you were at that floating position. You were a floater.
I'm
moved from right back to you're disciplined.
No,
okay.
I'm one of the old heads. I'm too old to be playing where I want. But I'll take it.
Well done anyway. Next game, we've got Ninfield 2, Victoria Baptist 0. And I'm going to say it again. We've got Gary Bryant and a certain Chris Agata on the score sheet. This boy, he'll be the league's leading scorer, he will, won't he? That's 2 points clear now for Ninfield. And they've played two games less than their second place. So doing all right, aren't they?
Yeah, I think the results this weekend, we've said before, I think anyone can get a result against anyone in this division, even we're currently second bottom, but we've drawn against Ninfield, who are top. Northiam are a decent side. They spanked us first game of the season. Maybe they thought they might have picked up another three points over the weekend, hence why they might have been a bit frustrated first half. But surprised at the Hollington result. I thought that was a sort of fixture, a pass and move might get bullied out of it because they're a very young squad, and going to Hollington, they like to kick a few people. They know all the tricks of the trade, but no, it's a good result for a pass and move. The team who us at Icklesham have thumped twice already this season, but yet they're second, I think. So it's just shaping up to be a really interesting division this season.
Yeah, so Alp, over to Division 3, Hurstman Zoo 4, Sovereign Saints Reserves 1, Hammett, Tosca, Curtis Eyes, Jake Brown and Charlie Shearing for Hurstman Zoo. Wayne Green scoring for Sovereign Saints. Top of the table, Hurstman Zoo, they're, obviously it was a comfortable win. They're now 7 points clear. I know they've got there's a couple of teams that maybe have a few games in hand, but it's always handy to have the points in the bag. Mountfield United 1, Orrington 4. Orrington won this in the second half. It was 1-1 at half time. Scott Brunton, Ewan Homewood and Tristan Hintz 2 for Orrington. So a strong second half display there. And that's Division 3 because we've got the FA Lower Divisions Cup that kicks over now. So we've got Battletown 1, Bexhill AAC Reserves 5, Leo Oliver with 4, Dominic Sindon finishing it off for Bexhill. Aston Sweetman got the goal for Battletown. Burwash versus Ticehurst was postponed. New date hasn't been sorted yet. We've got Catsfield 6, Robertsbridge Reserves 1, and Robertsbridge had a man sent off as well. Catsfield haven't put up their goals yet at time of recording, but well done, Catsfield. Sutherland Rangers 1, Crowhurst Reserves 6, James McGrath with a hat-trick, Anton Neal with 2, Ben Thorpe finishing off for Crowhurst, Ben Sebage for Sutherland Rangers got their goal. Still in the FA Lower Divisions Cup, Westfield Thirds 2, Hastings Comets 3, Kurt Foster and Luke Darville with 2 for Hastings Comets. Westfield Thirds goals were from Sean Wright and Matt Connon. Tackaway Reserves 3, Hawkhurst United Reserves 3, and then it went to penalties, and Hawkhurst won. The goals during normal time, Alfie Field with 2, Finn Mutter with 1, that was Hawkhurst's goals, Jamie Pelling, Nicky Croft, and Danny Croft for Tackleway. So move on from that. So ESFL Division 4, Hastings Athletic 0, Westfield Forbes 3, Kevin Alman, Jack Hobden, and Hayden Sands with the goals for Westfield. And that is your roundup of all the games. We'll move over to the ESFL Team of the Week, and we'll talk more about Leon being in it in a second. Okay, so ESFL Team of the Week for the 12th. Joe Rogers in goal from Ninfield, a back four of Aaron Lillycrop of Bexhill Rovers, Michael Stone from Robertsbridge United, another Ninfield player, Jack White, centre half, and the right back is Harry Jeffers from Parson Move. A midfield of James McGrath of Crowhurst, Leon Pettit of Icklesham, Toby Shaw of Tackleway, and Hayden Sands on the right-hand side there from Westfield. The forwards, Luke Darville of the Hastings Comets and Ian Stewart Pownell of Bexhill Rovers. Some top players in there, Leon, particularly in that midfield area.
Yeah, no, there was, yeah, because I was playing right back at the weekend. So unless Harry Jeffries looks a lot like me, poor sod, but I've been identity crisis. And I think I'm getting ripped apart in the Icklesham WhatsApp group. I hate to think what they're saying about me in the Northium WhatsApp group as well.
It's all a bit of banter, isn't it? All right, and well, look, that was the week that was, Leon. See you next week.
I'll see you next week, mate.